Alright folks, we are back for the final round on the draw again. We lost literally every die roll. This hand is pretty good though. We've turned 4 Tamio with a Rainfall early, nice. It is, if we're playing as mono red, it's not ideal though. I think we still shock and search, but yeah. They even mulled, so I guess there is that. And they did not have a turn 1, which if they are playing mono red is pretty huge. Looks like black-red though. No turn 2 either. I'll take that. Damn, this last round felt really bad. The worst is, I think the worst thing about this last round is the... I guess we'll play that, so we have a turn 3 Tamio if it doesn't die. There's like a very good chance it dies, but still worth doing. I think over Colonnade. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the worst part about it is that I think we could have won by just stopping the planes after mulliganing. And, you know, if this happens and there's nothing you could have done, you feel like, oh, well, whatever, nothing I could have done. But here there is something we could have done, so it kind of feels extra bad. We will not have the turn 3 Tamio, but we will have... They will not have Dreadbore for the Tamio, so that's a pretty good trade for us, I think. What are we grabbing? No need for more white. I guess more blue is nice if we get Cryptic. More green is not necessary, unless they have a way to destroy our garden, but I think we'll just go for the Cryptic. Do we even want to play the bird? Because if we do, we go compulsive research bird. But then I think I dress a colonnade. And discard the planes. I guess there's a very good chance we just draw another basic. We can discard off the search either way. Yeah. Alright, well we didn't. Yeah, double green doesn't feel necessary, and as I say that, they will wasteland me, and Colonnade is overall better manland than Wildwoods. Sword of Light and Shadow. The next turn, well, they don't have enough mana to activate and do that. Now, what to do? Mirror's Wake is not that... I mean, it's gonna be amazing afterwards. On this specific turn, it's not that great. I think we're better off casting Tamio and tapping their Reaches. Next turn we can go Wake into nothing, actually. Unless we draw an untap land, we cannot go Wake into Gid. Okay, well, gonna keep tapping that thing. I think I like going for Batterskull here. There's decent chance they have a removal. That is not a big concern, and I really like the fact that if we do that, we set up ourselves to go Wake into Gideon next turn, which is a really nice way to use our mana and deploy our threats efficiently. Granted, the bird doesn't die, but I assume if they have a... Well, I guess if they have a revolt, they might as well kill the bird, because if they kill the Batterskull, we can just equip it on the bird. We'll see. If it happens on more to mid-range, I feel like this is another very good matchup for us. I guess last opponent deck was kind of aggressive with some disruption. Maybe it was not a great matchup, but I think it was not really bad either. What to do? So Declaration in Stone takes care of the Cloud Goat. And we can just play everything, I guess. I guess we don't have to declare. I mean, by declaration, instead of taking care of Cloud Goat, I mostly was talking about killing the soldiers. I guess we might want to kill the soldiers because otherwise they can equip the swords of Light and Shadow on these, and then we have to jump. I kind of like playing Gideon, plussing on Cloud Goat, sorry. Keeping that thing tapped. And stoning the soldiers. Yeah, I like that line. Obviously they can equip the sword, and after that we can't do the same trick, but we can just use Tamiyo to tap the Cloud Goat, so this will not deal damage. This will stay tapped. We have no more cards, but with 2 Planeswalker and Awake on the battlefield, I think we're looking pretty good. We can also start attacking with Colonnade fairly easily. We have pressure. Don't have cards in hand, but we have nice board, very nice board, and good amount of pressure. Sort of Light and Shadow mildly annoying since we are playing wide, but truthy. It's not really a big deal, and they don't even have creatures in the yard, so. Even if they heat us, it's like, it's really not a big deal. So unless we draw something that makes us change our minds, pretty good chance. Sure. I was gonna tap that, but I guess if they do that, we don't need to tap it. I don't think there's a good reason to martial coup here. Let's animate Colonnade. I'm gonna plus Gideon on the reaches just to be safe. Don't think we're attacking with Gideon, especially since they could have a maybe Dismember, who knows. They're not even dead. Oh, I guess yes, they are dead. And we can keep the bird to jump. Yeah, I guess that's better. Let's just kill them. So even if something dies mid-combat, I guess we also have the Colonnade. I guess the Colonnade is wide, so it's not gonna block the sword, but even if something dies and they go during their turn animate, reaches, equip sword, and attack, we can jump with bird, and it's not... We're not losing a Planeswalker or anything. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds fine. Okay, more to mid-range. Kitchen things might annoy them a little bit as cheap resilient creature that's not... You don't want to spend... I mean, the type of deck my one's playing feels like they would have a decent amount of spot removal and things kind of decent against that. It's not amazing though. Shardless Agent's also kind of good here in that spot. I think we just ran the same deck. Alright. Clunky, but keep. Sure. I don't know how much this deck is just super clunky, the mana and whatnot, and the casting cost, and how much we've been kind of unlucky with our draws. I guess when you have a curve like that, there's like I think there's like 2 mulligans that were due to just Earth having 4 and 5 drop and not being able to do anything early on. So I guess the curve's really hurting us in that regard. So yeah, I guess the amount of mulligan we took, which felt kind of bad, is I guess feels kind of bad, is fairly it's quite a bit connected to the fact that we are playing this list. It was a very long and cryptic and not so good sentence, but well, I'm just trying to say that we've been mulliganing a lot, which was bad, but it's mostly because of how the deck is built. Alright, so we have to choose between search and follower. Might want a declaration install on that thing. Probably eventually we want to do it. And I guess we started acting with Gideon. Ooh, that I did not see coming. Alright, that's pretty good. It's fine though, they don't get the clue. In theory, Gideon's still not really dead. We have this dodge coming. We have a surge going. If they go black, animate reaches, kill the Gideon. Oh well, I mean, they don't do anything else during their turn. And then with Sealed Wrath, there are 2 creatures with a surge on the battlefield and a wake coming soon, so I think we would be doing fine. Okay, well, looks like that's what's gonna happen. I don't think they wanna do anything other than that if they do have the untap black. Resto Angel. Pretty, solid card that I usually don't play around too much. I guess we would be dead to a Kiki-Jiki right now. He's something. Was there a way to play around that? No. If they have just Resto into Kiki-Jiki, there's no way we can win this game. Alright. I guess it would be just slamming the Kiki-Jiki if they had it. Is this gonna be another connection? Hello. Huh. Well. Oh, that's the worst thing ever. That we're gonna lose to. I guess we still have the search as well as the manland, but that was kind of insane. Kiora, the crashing wave. I don't think this does anything. We need to hit land drop and start casting strong things, I think. Yeah. Like, if I had played that, I could not really save it, so I would have -1, I would have drawn this land and play it, and that would have been pretty bad. Or not so good. And that's a Grave Titan. I guess the game's over because they got our Day of Judgment. That was insane, return into... Ooh, that's not a good attack. I don't think it's gonna change anything, but... Yes, Graveyard. Yes, flip. Let's see if we can hit something. Okay, that's something. Thing is, what? Do we take 13 next turn? No, there's no way. It's too late, unfortunately. That Rakdos return was insanely good. By the way, if you think this is a friend of mine, it's not. I don't know this dude, but don't mind talking with him or her. But I'm just saying that because I feel like he's talking a little bit like we knew each other, which I don't think is the case. Aha, flipping the Kythian. You need to attack with it though. Are we just DOB? I think we're... No, since they play Kythian we're not gonna die, but we were actually dead on board. Since this is, this would be 17 without the Kythian. And they're not attacking with reaches now, alright. We can remove 3 things. If we remove the 3 things, we're dead. Okay. Rakdos return was crazy here. This might mean we want Daze. Guess I go with Daze over Shardless. And then... yeah, hopefully we're not... I think approach is probably not... Let's have things. We can protect our Planeswalker, play that early on, trade with their creature, annoy them if they have Rainfall. This should probably not... Again, this should probably not have been in the main, but... Gotta try it, gotta have fun, right? Alright, on the play, on the keep, sweet. Love the compulsive research into Wrath of God plan. If we don't lose our hand. I'm gonna get Duress turn 1, they're gonna take research, we're never gonna hit a 4th land. I'm gonna kill myself. And yeah, amazing. Alright, I don't mind that actually. Turn 2 vision's still pretty good. It's not the turn 1 vision, but hey. I hope we're just hitting land drops of the research though. Land drops. Vomit, kind of. So I guess birds can go. And Deckinstone can go. Yeah, we're still gonna draw off the vision. I feel like we've had quite a bit of trouble hitting our land drafts. Maybe it's just because we have high curve. This is, you know, 17 land deck with this amount of card draw though, and a little bit of acceleration, so yeah. Feels mildly bad. Next time we can go Time Warp into untap, get the vision. Given's not... I feel like most of the time, if our opponent doesn't do anything during the first couple turns, we're probably just gonna win with the deck we have. Oh yeah, definitely gonna cast that. Oh yeah. I guess I can Rakdos return us to 3 next turn, but we're just gonna draw 4 more cards after that, so... would be fine. Hopefully we can draw land, Planeswalker, and we can go Planeswalker, Warp. Depend on the good old nothing until turn 6. I'm not doing much either, I guess. I don't see any great reason to Time Warp here. We can just pass with Snake available. Yeah. Kind of want to Warp with Planeswalker on the battlefield. Warp is pretty much, you know, 5 mana draw a card. I guess, you know, free cycle, whatever you want to call it. Sure. Treasure Snake, something that actually is annoying. Like Rakdos Charm, for Rakdos Return, sorry. Let's just dodge. We don't have enough mana to Martial Coup and Hold Snake. Probably gonna try to Hold Snake for the remaining of the game, basically. I mean, it's kind of obvious we have something going on, not stacking with the manlands, but... we just need to find a way to apply pressure. Yeah. Hero of Bladehold. Still 1 mana away from... It's 5, right? We can just cancel Judgment that thing though. As soon as I can Martial Coup with Snake backup, I'm gonna do it. So we can, you know, hold the snake but still have pressure. What is NG? NG? New Zealand? That's probably something super obvious I can't think of right now. Is it a state in the US? NG. New Jersey, I guess? I know nothing about hockey. Yeah, I guess New Jersey. Maybe. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Ooh. Bitter Skull. Still want to go for my plan. I guess I could just play Batterskull and Time Warp. Yeah, that seems fine. I guess there's a good chance it dies, but yeah, I guess they would need something like Hero's Downfall maybe, and there's a couple 2 mana Reinvolve that are not gonna kill it because it's black, like Doomblade. Alright. Jace Mind Sculptor. Better than all. Alright, do we have enough mana to... No, we got Chase... We got Chase, Council, and Snake. So I guess we're gonna just go Chase Bounce. Now we have pressure. Now we have a Jace and a Baskull. And we can just, you know, the game plan of just countering what matters and letting them resolve things we don't care about, and there's a lot of things we don't care about with what we have in hand. Even like Grave Titan is perfectly fine. Looks like it's gonna be the Rakdos Return. Oh, it's gonna be the Karn Liberated. I guess if I counter that, we could still lose to Rakdos Return. What are they even gonna do? Exile my Batterskull? That doesn't sound good. Kill the Chase. Sure. I don't think that's a big deal at all. think we're just really, what we need to do is really just to keep this Mystic Snake for something that that we'll lose to. And card is not something we're gonna lose to. Just would make things kind of nice and easier, but it is, I think it's quite unnecessary. Yeah, let's just do that. I guess they could have Path to Exile. Karn. It doesn't really matter though, because if they pass that, we can still Council Judgment the Karn and leave Mystic Snake. So if they want to pass to Exile, or I guess Swords to Plowshare, my Steering Wildwood is really not a big deal. Sure. And we make them use a pretty good removal on one of our lands, so it's not a play I would have made without, you know, this option available. I would have just attacked with both creature on the Karn. I do believe we have the game locked, though. Generally speaking, you're probably in pretty good shape if you can let Karn resolve, if you feel like it's not really a big deal. The opponent must be aware that something's going on here, but like doesn't really change anything. I mean, they cannot do match. They need to do something strong to come back in this game, and if they do something strong enough, I just snake. So Batterskull is also kind of inevitability, so I don't care if Colonnade dies here, by the way. So Resto Angel, yeah, no problem. With the amount of mana we have access to, you know, probably they cannot get rid ever of the Batterskull. We can hold enough mana. Now we're probably gonna go for the Martial Coup next turn. Though we don't really need to. I mean, we're getting 4 life every turn. Yeah, they might attack with Angel here if they feel like I have a count spell and I'm not gonna tap out. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, sure. You might feel like I'm playing maybe a little bit too conservatively with my snake. I'm just, you know, there's this Rakdos return that could, in theory, get them back in the game kind of out of nowhere. And no attacks. Oh, Settle the Wreckage, this is what you're playing around? Just trying to really make sure there's no way to lose. Alright, we're gonna remove 3 things. So this will cost 8. And we'll still have the snake mana, as usual. Well, I guess we're a little bit short on the snake. I guess I could also just I could also just Marshall coup and let them use Chandra one more turn. Yeah, it's really not a big deal. Yeah, feels better, and this way we can keep the field just in case. And we have pressure on the Chandra thanks to L tokens. This might seem a little bit slow and boring, but again, this is games where you have like literally unless you need to catch your train, or you're bored, or you have enough, you have no reason to play things earlier than you should. On the previous turn, it might have been right for me to tap my non-basic land in case I have Wasteland, and they go first, main phase Wasteland. Sure. Alright, let's just try to see if we can kill the Chandra with Kiora. With Colonnade, sorry. Since they left Resto Angel to block a couple turns ago, I feel like there's decent chance this works. And just gonna pass. At this point I might be playing too conservatively. Yeah. Yeah, so that thing is back. Still not really a problem. Because at some point you can play so conservatively that you actually give your opponent time to maybe set up or draw into insane things. And that's not really what we would want to do, I guess. Let's just kill them with Colonnade in 2 hits, while keeping up Snake. This seems like a fairly safe and I could play Gideon, but it would just die to that thing. This game is lasting way longer than it should, but I guess it's partly on me for because probably we could have set up that's kind of good. We could have set up a faster win by just you know, being a little more aggressive with the Snake. Just did not feel necessary to do that. Alright, yeah, taking 13. I'm gonna flip Kithian. They can't target Colonnade though, because it's not a creature anymore. And this we can just attack them with Colonnade and have Snake plus Dazed available. Ajani, No, they can gain life, so no. Alright, should make the opponent concede, hopefully. GG's, thanks for the games. That was a little bit longer than I hoped. Sorry about that, but I think playing slow was right. So yeah, either way, thanks for watching and see you guys for the next draft.